Howdy folks, hope you're doing well and staying safe. I wanted to talk about, I'm going to say the top 5 changes to the game for submarines since patch 13.1 and obviously patch 13.2. I already did a video recently, you guys can go back and see it, I might link in the description here, but the ping and the shotgunning, anti-shotgunning is a lot worse than what's being reported from Wargaming, so we'll get to that and you can go see that video, but I'll just do in general what I think of some of the top changes here. So, starting from number 5, shall we say, U-190 and U-2501, their non-homing torpedoes got a boost because of the submarine surveillance. You couldn't fire them, they were too short of a range. The U-190 is now 7.5 kilometers. I don't remember what she was off the top of my head, so I'll remember that, but U-2501 was only 6.3. This was painful for me, but now it's 8 kilometers. But you're still in range of all of the submarine surveillance from the Japanese and Italian cruisers. Now, the same can be said here in the Gato. Let's go through some of the changes here. The diving capacity. They've got this new submarine surveillance modification that actually allows you to reduce the time on your submarine, your Y letter there, to actually by 20%. That's fantastic. I would be taking this and testing, and as I said earlier, I'm going to be testing all of my subs again with all these different changes. Then, of course, you have steering gears. This is important. I would recommend this one no matter what. The rudder shift time is 50% less. Dive plane is 50% less. That helps you escape from depth charges. I still do take dive capacity at plus 15, which is fantastic for this boat. And here's the big one, reinforced bulkheads. I mean, you could look at the ship's consumable if you want something, or torpedo modification. I don't take those. But this reinforced bulkhead reduces damage taken by depth charges by 15%. That's important because the pain's real now with the pain train if you get spotted. Let me just adjust this. 2 other things, the 2 new flags is the X-ray Papa, which is dive capacity plus 5%, which I do take as well because I think it's fantastic. That ones are made for surface ships, obviously. Then, of course, then there's the Sierra Bravo. This is the hydroacoustic search command consumable action. It's plus 10%, so it lasts longer, which is great. I do take those as well for flags. And again, I'm testing these all up. Now, in the British submarines, just so you know, they've actually extended, well, this one in particular, they've extended the range of the acoustic homing torpedoes and, of course, of the non-acoustic homing torpedoes. However, the British mostly have acoustic homing torpedoes. I think it's only the Alliance that actually has both. But that's okay. I actually haven't played it in a while. So one good benefit I see coming out here is the N key, which used to, it does your horn or whatnot, or your bells for diving. It creates this little sonar in the water. You can hold it down as much as you want and use it. It's really good for shallow water, and no, it doesn't give away your position. So I do actually appreciate this, and I do use this quite a bit. So let's talk about the ping, or should I say the pain trains. Let's talk about airdrops. So they've increased quite a bit. So for cruises at Tier 5, it's 5 kilometers. Tier 6 and Tier 7 is 6 kilometers. Tier 8 and Tier 9 are 7 kilometers. Tier 10 and super ships, 8 kilometers. BBs are 8 kilometers for Tier 5 and Tier 6. Tier 7 is 9 kilometers. Tier 8 and Tier 9, 10 kilometers. And Tier 10 and super ships, 11 kilometers. The pain, ladies and gentlemen, is real. You get spotted, this is your game. I mean, this is worse than, just look at the airdrops coming. It's instantaneous. So submarine surveillance can spot you. You know, any kind of thing that drops, this is how quickly your ship is going to probably die within under 30 seconds in the game. No amount of sub and reinforcement of the hull is going to help. You're dead. But the ping here, I've got acoustic homing torpedo selected on the Gato here. So I'm at 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers and above, you get to actually get full damage based on torpedo protection. I think torpedo protection, the Kremlin's like close to 40-some-odd% or 50%. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there you see, I got 3,284 damage. But then we'll do is we'll just come fast forward just a little bit more into this and get a little closer. I'm going to come into 2.9 kilometers. Now, if you haven't seen, I made a video on the ping just the other day. Watch that one because the CPA, or closest point of approach, is vastly different. Depending how fast the ships are going and coming at each other for collision, the arming time could be 5 to 6 kilometers you need to actually get maximum damage. So they've really nerfed shotgunning quite a bit. But as you see here, as soon as it hits, you're only going to get 10% of that damage. 507. Nothing. Almost barely nothing. Which is, it is what it is. So let's move on to the next one. And number 1, for me, submarine surveillance. All the Japanese cruisers have it, all the Italian cruisers have it. I suspect Wargaming is testing with it. And at the end of the day, they're going to bring it in. The only way to get around submarine surveillance, doesn't matter at what depth you're at, you're detected. And the ranges, like I said, are pretty extensive. So if you look at the ranges, Tier 5 and Tier 6 is 5 kilometers. Tier 7 and Tier 8, 6 kilometers. Tier 9 and Tier 10, and other super ship or cruisers, whatnot, would be 7 kilometers. So I don't think actually Super Cruiser actually has this yet, but I'm sure it'll be extensive, and there it is. And you can also be shot, depth charge, so everyone on the map is seeing you right now. And the only way you can get around it, obviously, is to surface. That's pretty much the only way you have to do. And by the time you get detected and you want to surface, guess what? You're surface detected. So you've got to watch out where the Italian ships are, and you really do have to watch out where the Japanese cruisers are and whatnot. I had a video where I got nailed my Undine by a Japanese cruiser. I didn't even know it was there until it was way too late, and I came to a channel, so I didn't even get to finish my turn underwater before they killed me. But that's the top 5 things I saw for the changes so far at patch 13.1 and 13.2. But hey, let me know down below. You guys think of the patches and how you're perceiving them. Some people said subs are done, but I don't think so. They are pretty nerfed. Wargaming might have overcorrected in my opinion, but you know, as always, go down in the comments, let me know. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing, how you're struggling, how things are going on. I've got a bunch of replays from some people in the community that have done really well. I'm going to post those later on this week. So, I think the last thing I'd say is, subs aren't dead. You just got to learn how to play them again, and I'm going through every single sub and learning myself, and I'll get those videos for each and every sub out to you guys shortly over the next few weeks. Plus, you know, I'm doing the new Commonwealth line because I want HMCS Uganda. She's Royal Canadian Navy. But do me a quick favor, just smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. It does help the channel because the YouTube's like that. But as always, take care, stay safe. I wish you all the best, and bye for now.